Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Alex Antuna, and if you've been following these couple videos over this CyberPunk female character, you can see where I'm going with it. I was blocking in some of the model. I know last time I had a little trouble getting the polygroups to do as I wanted them to, and that was a little bit of a hiccup on my end to kind of remember, but it was really just this going down to mask my polygroups 100%. That's it. That was the one little thing I forgot to toggle. Whenever whoever's watching this, we can turn this on and turn on polygroups, and I was going to go to my slice, turn this off. This is just an example. I'm gonna slice. Maybe I was slicing some stuff up here, slicing down here, and maybe we'll slice this in the middle, you know, get a little crazy with it. So let's see what else we got. We got this. I don't know why. Let me go back. It should have been all one. It wasn't all one, was it? So if I were to do this again, this is pretty much what I was going to go for. I was going to go do a slice, and then I was going to slice it. Yeah, I got a little busy past few days, so I didn't get to do a video. Still pretty busy. Some other stuff, you know, just life in general, right? Gets ya. So there we go. And then what I wanted to do was do the geometry. Where'd you go? Crease, bevel. That's not it. Not crease. Edge loops. And then I did the panel loops here. And this is where I was supposed to have used brush move topology, and I would have moved it a little bit easier this way, and I could have just grabbed that and just pushed and pulled parts of it, and it would have just been a little bit easier on my world. It's all good though. Like if I wanted to grab that, now I can pull out a section and actually have a piece that's a part of that. But it's all good. I was just trying to get some varied parts in there and get some details going. I was polishing off stuff back and forth, clipping and getting a look. As you can see, not too crazy, just going back and forth. On there, just cleaning up some edges and just getting the look, getting that look down. And I said I was going to push this in, and the ear doesn't need to be there, so we push her ear back. Just grab this, and there you go, like Play-Doh. For to solo this, let's see, let's smooth it out. So I'm still moving forward. Look, her ear got weird. Let's see. Let's fix that back up on this model. It's just how do I want the lower half to look with this? Detail. And so I was looking at some of the clothing. I like this metallic piece and these parts, but this is also very slick, very cool. So we could do like something around her neck, because I feel like we're getting close to a base model besides her face, and I could always tweak that above the neck. So maybe what we could do, if we want to, turn mask. And the other thing to factor is, do I want to attach this so that I can slice off pieces a little easier and then bridge that gap. Thoughts, right? Something to think about. I could do that, or she could be covered up, and then it doesn't really matter in the end either way. But it does make it a little bit easier selecting pieces and bridging that gap there. So, because if I were to put like a little armor there, then that would be that. So let's see what we got. Let's just kind of go with something. Feel like around her neck, we can go ahead and just start the mask in. Let's do a little lasso. Lasso us in. Just make an object. We'll make something there. Just kind of wrong thing to grab. I want this to be the negative parts. So we can get in here. Go to the pin. Kind of clean it up a little bit better. Just kind of go in there, and there's gonna be something in the middle because we're gonna overlay a lot of stuff on here. This could just be one part, one piece of the puzzle, right? So her body isn't really gonna be seen, it's just gonna be a mechanical underlay. So that could be one. We can extract it. What I can do is blur it and then sharpen it. Blur it and sharpen. Get a little bit more crisp line. But the other thing is, I'm not at the high subdivision either. So blur it and then sharpen. So let's do this again. There you go. A little more harder edge. And what I can do is extract. This can be something for her neck or anything else, and then we got something like that to build up on to get some kind of detail. We just want to move forward. We don't want to be stuck anywhere. So I'm going to extract this at 0, and we're going to accept that. So now you can see that it's very dense, heavy mesh. So the Z remesher, that's where we're going to go. We're going to drop it down. We can actually go target polys, maybe 1. Turn off adaptive and then Z remesh and see how this does. Maybe we get a clean mesh, maybe I don't. But we still just want some geometry to block out and to kind of get an idea. Still debating of just getting this piece in so that we can actually get some cleaner geometry with her body and going from there. I think I'll do that. We got this in, so we're going to go to dynamic sub, turn on dynamic, turn off smoothing, and thicken. So now we got a piece. We can always clean this up, get this a little bit more natural, so it's not so much filling her form. We're gonna pull this back out and go from there, but we do got a piece. We got a piece around her neck because we're gonna start putting in some stuff, and depending on where we want to go with it, looks like she's got some cables. We don't want to make her so much a robot. We want to have a little bit of a interest, but we can't have her some pieces here. We're just trying to block out some areas. Maybe a little bit right there, and we can extract. We can do the rinse and repeat. Extract, go at 0. You see the mesh. Extract, accept. Clear this, and then let's go to our Z remesher and drop that down to 0.5, not half, 0.5 down. See what we get. If it's a clean mesh, then we're good. We're just going to keep continuing on to building out pieces, going back and forth, and we'll start chiseling it up. Yeah, that's pretty clean. Let's go one more. And not bad. So we can dynamically create this. Turn that down. Rinse and repeat. Looks like that piece was. Let's solo this out. We don't need that. We don't need this down here. So it's auto groups, hide, delete hidden, and solo. And then we can go from there. And this will be a little bit of a, I don't know. because once you go in here, we can actually start slicing stuff, dividing stuff. She's got we can go a little bit tighter with that. So now she's got something on her neck, and we can actually smooth it, so it's actually a little bit more detailed, or drop it down just slightly. So you got that. Even this can be a little smooth. Now we got something to play with there. So I really want to kind of today just push a little bit on just getting some blocked out more heavier features, and getting a little bit more idea of where we want to go. I think there still needs to be, because I want to start extracting and then start blending a little bit better. I don't want to hard edge unless her arms are detached, like they're not a part of her. Then that would work in that perfect scenario. And in that case, we could work away from this, or work with what we got. This could actually be like a muscle. Let's find that muscle, or how that ties together. It could be this actual muscle that kind of comes up and down, but as a plate. But there'd be a lot going on. Probably need some softer fabric looking elements there. Let's go ahead and start blocking out some other parts. Let's see. So she's got that. Let's see what else we got. We'll turn off these masks so we don't keep making geometry around her neck. We can probably get a little interesting stuff. And even so there's another method here. I actually want to get some detail back there. We don't see it, I know, but like I gotta do it. I gotta get her neck a little bit more. Give her a little bit more something there. Give her a neck, because you got the muscles and stuff. Let's give her a neck, and we can always build around that. Kind of give her in that. And there you go. Little something. Something. Let's see how we go with our references. I like this long piece on her neck. Let's do that. Let's go mask. Not that mask. Go to lasso. And then we'll go down, up, and around, and over. And we can probably close it around. Give her something to work with. Isolate that. And let's solo this out. Let's kind of see what we got to work with. So going with this, softening that up. Could work. Could be something around her neck. We can subdivide it up after we get some geometry in there and get some hard surface modeling going on. So this just for ideas. And extract, and let's see. Extract and accept. So there we go. There's that. We got solo. We'll turn that off. And let's remesh. But before we remesh it, let's give it a clean, little bit clean geometry. And then we got that. Kind of clean it up. And I didn't put thickness, but it's still got. Oh no, that's right, because it's got I clipped it. So let's turn this off to cut, knife curve, and don't forget to save. Quick save, just because we're jumping around a lot. And turn off perspective. We're gonna go there and just cut it straight. See what it gave us. Ooh, just sliced it, didn't it? Didn't want to do that. We wanted to cut it. Cut and remove. Trim curve. Here we go. Now you can go away. That was gonna happen. That's trying to solidify it. We can probably go by normals. Let's see what we got. It's like Z remeshing. And I didn't want to Z remesh, but it's okay. We're going to group by normals. Let's see if that'll. We could always go Z remesh it and see where it goes from there. We'll leave adaptive on this round and see what it does. Adapt to that mesh. Get a little a little craziness. Let's see what it goes to, and we're just trying to kind of go a little faster. Yeah. By normals. By normals. No go. Let's turn this off. Let's go half. We could always go back and push it out, cut it out, and remove. Oh, pushing the wrong button. I thought I was pushing Z remesh. A little too far. You know, it seemed like a good idea at the time. But let's just Z remesh it like this. I could always clean it back up in the end. The other thing I could have done was actually built topology lines and instead of masking stuff, but right now I'm just kind of blocking really fast. Sometimes taking your time is a lot more efficient than speeding the way I'm doing, but I know I'm going to be busy this next few days, so I'm trying to get as much crammed in. After today, I think get a little busier around the house. So there we go. Let's see, got a little neck part. Not too bad. We're going to make it a little more detailed. Let's see. Yeah, not yet, right? Not yet. Yeah, maybe yet. Give it something to look a little slick. And then we'll start cutting that up in there. So now she's got like a little more detail, right? Starting to get that. Got it going. She's got a crazy little box right there. What is that? We can start to put some tubes along in her afterward, you know, like coming from this, or cables and stuff. So let's see, we're gonna build out her lower area, or are we gonna see that? I love this look right here. So it kind of like looks like a soldier. But do people want to be soldiers in the future, or like in this cyberpunk world? I don't know. I don't know. So let's solo, go here and take that off. And what I can do is, let's append. It's getting sloppy, but I'll clean it up probably not on video. You don't want to see that and watch me clean some stuff up, naming things. So let's see what we got. We got that. Turn that off. Gonna go down back to my little star, and let's see if this will work. So we'll go to topology. I don't know. Let's see if I can make something interesting here. This is the other way to do it. You can kind of see what's happening. You're doing a little grid, and I'm gonna put that to 0. Click it, and now I got a little mesh. The tricky part is sometimes it does two-sided if you're not careful, but I think we're okay, and I can do that. Hide that star in the background, delete hidden, and we'll go to solo, and then mirror and weld. Now you got like a little piece. And what's cool is that if you want to do Z modeler, you know, you can start the Z model on this mesh. See what that's on. Move. Should be on move. Why are you? What are we grabbing? Z modeler. Let's move that out the way. It's about to get real. Increase all. How big is my brush? Okay. Let's turn this off just in case that's doing it. Yeah, it was grabbing everything. So now you can actually go with this and just start to snap in your topology, and actually kind of like retopologizing stuff. The only thing is that you're gonna have to start toggling off stuff as opposed to the mask method, and then just showing you just an idea. Started getting used to retopologizing tools in Blender. It's what I've been using lately to get some good clean meshes. Been pretty cool. Getting a little used to it. You know, we can insert a mesh here, and we can actually just adjust as we need. Going from there, and you can actually slide. I'm looking right at it, aren't I? Slide. It's not a mesh though. Slide. Slide. Grab the complete edge loop and just kind of even it out. There you go. There we go. We got a little bit of piece going on there, and we can actually extrude. Where are you at? We can kind of go back around her neck and turn everything else on. I guess I have a lower poly mesh somewhere in here, right? What is that doing in here? Did I need that? There's no subdivisions, delete. I think that was my project, wasn't it? So you can start to see where we're going. Got another part in there, and we can start to move things around. We can push and pull. Start following topology. And it's good right here. We can start to push and pull. Gotta grab a little vertice. Sometimes these points are like, see that? That's not what I wanted, was it? That's not what I wanted. Sometimes it'll get some weird geometry. You gotta weld it and move it, and it's a little more touchy, just because I'm using a Wacom pen, and it just, I don't know, gives a little trouble here, troublesome spots. That's why I kind of started doing Blender, and it started working out a little bit better. I could use also, what do you call them, Z-sphere topology. That's another method. We can do that too, but we're going with what works right now, right? A little thickness. Turn that on. Smooth down. So now we got like a little bit of a part sewer. See? And that doesn't look right, does it? Mirror, and weld, and now we got it symmetrical. So we can just push and pull as needed. But for now, that's gonna be what it is. Because I think I want to slice that up and actually watch this. So if we really want to, going in, we can start to push in cavities in her skin and then build in there. So she'll have like an extra layer to her when we start going back and forth. But right now I'm just trying to see what we can do around her neck, her head, and just start building out from there. This part right here, I want to connect it. I might separate her head, keep that just because it's just right there, attach these two things together. I'm gonna lose some topology though. Let's see what we got. You can merge down if they're the same, so I just need one more here. Divide, go here, and now if I really want to, let's go to subtools, kick it up. I'm holding shift, push it up, go into the top, and there it's already there, and I can merge down. Let's save. And do I want to do this? Alright, merge down. So now these are going to be one, and it should keep the geometry, unless it says like you got too many points or polygons. But so now all of it's one, and they're still separate, so that's kind of good. I can actually kind of keep one for another, and I haven't really remeshed it, so we can actually do this number and just kind of gloss over that, get this a little bit more in detail. We can start to what's going on, brush? You're not working. You're not working for me. Let's reset all these brushes. Now it's working. Sometimes you gotta jumpstart this stuff. I don't know what it is. Sometimes there. And you can do this. You can start to resculpt back in and get it a little bit more natural. But I'll probably remesh it just to be safe. That way I'm not getting weird factors. So let's go back and about there. So it is one mesh. That is good. Keep going. What I can do is take off her head, keep that separate, and then go from there. And that's a thought. But let's continue. Let's continue on. Let's see what the reference shows. And running out of time. She has a big collar around her neck, and then some more geometry. Let's just do her. I guess we can make that. I don't know. Don't want her too much hardware, like I said. This is cool. It just kind of goes around her, so she's still not, you know, completely. It's just like, what do you call it? Armor? Yeah, yes. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Pretty darn sure. Just want to make sure you're sure. So we can probably get this armor, this upper body parts, and we can chisel this out even more afterwards, because we want it to be, you know, like clothing, to be able to come off and not be fused to her, be uncomfortable. It just looks so uncomfortable. And then this doesn't really matter in the back, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna put it in there, like an upper shield here. Just cover her ribs. Don't know how much we're gonna see, as mentioned like 100 times, but you never know. You never know. So expose the back, because the back could have some cool stuff. There, yeah, what you think? Maybe. So, alright, going from there and getting this in. And I think we can get this there. Something like that. I don't know. We'll play with it even more, I guess. We'll just keep going, because she'll probably have more hardware on her, even just continuing on and getting some cords, and probably put some extra what do you call it, the battery packs or whatnot, and this part will work. Alright, something like that, I guess. Something like that. Maybe? I don't know. What you say? What you see? I see. Maybe. Alright, let's go to extract again one more time. We're going to keep it at 0. I don't know how that moved. And I guess it's because I merged down or something and kept the settings from the previous. Except, looking pretty clean. Go here. And Z remesh. Lots of Z remesher. Yeah, we'll keep it adaptive. Keep it at a 1.5. Z remesh it. See what we get. And really, it might not matter if I weld her arm or not. And she might have enough hardware to where you don't even see it. Oh, why is it double faced over there? What's going on? What are we seeing? There's some stuff going on. You see it? I see it. It's had some old mask parts, but it's whatever. So let's auto group by normals, so we can get that. Delete. So I'm selecting that. Delete hidden. Boom. Let's see what we got. All right, dynamic, and let's add some thickness. So yeah, we'll make this into a little bit more hardware. So I'm starting to see where it's gonna go, and I'm slowly running down on time. So we kind of got this going. I want to get a little thicker, 25. So we got a ridge, and then we can start to clean it up after this. And even then, like when I have this, I can actually we can start to slice. We start slicing stuff. We can start getting different polygroups and extracting from there. So you can start getting more interesting shapes, like that, not like that, but you know what I mean. You get the idea. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start to shut this down, this video. Yeah, a short one, but it's still kind of like a little bit more progress. We're starting to get more detail. And what I can do here, just real quick, real fast. Let's do this. Let's get some gray. Fill. RGB, not MRG, just RGB. Fill, and we'll fill. Should have grabbed that. What do you call it? The color fill thing. I can't even think. You start filling this real quick, but this is just to kind of get an idea. So pull this back up. So now you can start to see where this could be going. You can start to get lighter. Get there. Fill object. Get there. Fill object. Yeah, let's fill that one different color. We can actually go lighter. We can do like a little bit lighter and fill. And now if we go back to regular color, you'll see that she's got a different look. Kind of getting there. Getting a little bit of that clothing and hardware put on her. It's a little bit of a process. I didn't know she was going to be a little bit more how you say? Yeah, I did know. It's gonna be a little bit of modeling. It's gonna be a lot of stuff, and so we can do this on her face. Start cutting in on her face and get some details. I need to get her some irises or actual eyes. That looks a little too uncomfortable, but yeah, we'll just keep going, and then we'll start putting some tubes or cords or cables going in there, and then we'll just kind of get that look. So far, progress. Not much, not a big, well, you know, any progress better than nothing, right? So, hope everybody's doing well out there, and yeah, thank you for watching. Later.